Damn, I can't even enjoy lunch with my daughter on her birthday without these pony nerds coming out the stables acting all crazy. But that's alright though. We had to bust a few legs, but we pulled them back to the barn nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, it's your boy MM2K. I'm back with another one, yo. But before we get into this craziness, I just need y'all to do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, then hit that bell for me if you haven't already. That way you get notifications. You know when your boy's dropping doses. You get medicated. You're free of the sickness. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate all of y'all. No doubt, man. Y'all just don't understand what y'all mean to me. You know what I'm saying? As far as your support. Okay. On to this business. Look, man. What is wrong with these dudes, man? They swear on anything Sony. They gonna try to do anything they can to pump up anything that's already a dead cause, man. These mugs are still talking PlayStation VR. Now look, granted, PlayStation VR just came out in the last year. There are people that like the feature, you know what I'm saying? And some interesting titles such as Skyrim VR is now on, you know, on the platform. You know what I mean? That's caught my eye, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't buying that thing, man. Nonetheless, I don't base off of my own personal feelings like a lot of these dudes do. I base off of what the market is doing. Because your boy MM2K brings you the marketing success. Now, why am I just squabbling and talking about PlayStation VR? Well, here's what happened. Your boy Super Jamaican, big ups to my man, you know what I'm saying? Follow him. And also follow him on Twitter, is DRicky or at Super Jamaican. Check him out, man. You know I had a debate with your boy. It was very entertaining, you know what I'm saying? So check that out too on Next Gen 720's channel. Nonetheless, your favorite Sony mascot, Super Jamaican, was out there. He sent your boy and Z an article saying that the PlayStation VR takes top Amazon seller spot for Black Friday sale, blah, 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 blah. Well, you know what? Here's my thing, man. I don't even know if I can validate this because when I went to the site after looking at the article, the thing was number 13. Now, don't get me wrong. PlayStation VR was boosted up a lot because it was in the hundreds and it went all the way up to 13. You know what I mean? So that is an incredible feat, but we're going to see how long this is sustained. All right, and if it was at number 1, I only looked at this thing a day later after it was advertised. It already went down to 13 a day later. Those aren't good trends. Those aren't good business trends. And again, I don't base anything off my own personal feeling. I go off the business trends. So to go further, I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, this is a false narrative. This is a false positive. You can't really go off of this. You know what I'm saying? And here's why. So if you look at the PlayStation VR's history, it's had a very rocky start up until this point. Back in 2016, now Sony themselves didn't release figures. Let me clear the air about this. Sony themselves did not release figures in 2016, except for they said they expected a few 100,000 to be sold at launch. And I think it's fair to say that didn't happen. Nonetheless, after the system was not selling to market expectations, and I believe even Sony's expectations, they came out in December 2016 and said they dropped their internal numbers, which they, again, at that point in time, they didn't tell you what they were. They dropped their internal numbers, right? And then all of the data analysis groups that were reviewing the unit, they dropped their numbers as well. Particularly, one had dropped their numbers from 2.5 million to 900,000. Which was a 70% drop. That's horrible. Okay, so with that being said, Sony then finally comes out in February of 2017 and says, hey, look, we're at over 900,000 sold. Our internal numbers said that within 6 months we will hit 1 million. So we're surpassing our internal benchmarks. We're doing well. Assuming, and they did that because they thought that they was going to brush over 1 million before April. Well, it wasn't until June 2017 that they finally came out again and said, oh, we're over 1 million now. Which means they didn't hit that benchmark, because if they would have hit it, they would have came out, because that would have been great news for the investors. Everybody's been leery about this PlayStation VR. If they would have hit their benchmarks, they would have came out and said it. They didn't, therefore they didn't. All right, there's no way to swing that one, okay? So, with that being said, everybody just knows this thing it was a flop. At that time, those numbers, the attach rate was less than 2%. 2% attach rate? Come on, man. So, being that said, if the system is at a 2% attach rate, then you know the games that are on the system are even lower. So when you think about all that was put into making this game, or making this unit, and making the games, you gotta wonder, wow, how much money did they lose overall with marketing, all that stuff. So the thing is a flop. All right. Now, you even got publications looking at the thing a year later talking about, well, yeah, the system is sold better than its competitors. But overall, when you look at the numbers, it's a flop. And that's all your boys saying, is look at the numbers. We got to look at the broad picture, not what's just going on with us and not what we like. Because we alone do not drive the forces into making certain things, okay? It's the totality of things. That's how businesses work. I'm sorry, that's the reality. Wake up. All right. So with that being the case, we now come to the here and now where your boy Super Jamaica sent them numbers. All right. And yet, look, that's pretty good for the system. Great. But here's what we got to take into consideration, okay? The verdict is, with the attach rate still hovering around 3%, okay? And I'm saying 3%, I'm being nice. Okay, I'm just going to keep it real with you. It's more like 2, but I'm going to be nice. All right. With the attach rate hovering around 3%, Andrew House, the big backer of this whole deal, he's gone. He's kicking rocks on the beach. All right? And publications stating that PlayStation VR has not hit any benchmarks on time, whether those benchmarks have been provided by Sony or by analysis. By Sony themselves changing their narrative for how they're going to do their financial business and just kicking and throwing Andrew House under the bus. Break talking about this new cat and how this new cat's going to do better than him. When you put all of that into factors and put this into play, it's a flop. Period. Again, new games might spark a little bit of new light, but the fact of the matter is, until the system reaches the 10% attach rate, that is what is considered a successful attach rate to the analysts and stuff like that when it comes to peripherals. Until it hits a 10% attach rate, it's not a feasible discussion to your boy. I don't even want to talk about it after this, and I'm not. Hell, look. I'm even going to go by the old analysis that was back in 2016. Until this thing hits 2.5 million. You won't even hear a peep from your boy about this, because it's not worth discussing. And look, to be fair, this is not no fanboy stuff. This is business stuff. It's not just PlayStation VR. It's VR, period. The fact that these units are still expensive, the software isn't appealing to the masses, it makes people sick after playing just for 45 minutes in some cases. You know what I'm saying? And a large portion of your consumer base, which are children, cannot even use this thing. VR is just not ready for prime time. And as a company, Sony should have just held out and focused purely on the power when it came to the PlayStation 4 Pro. I don't care how you hack it. I don't care how impressive a spurt is with this unit. Until it can reach 2.5 million to where your boy is even going to discuss it, or reach 10% attachment rate where it's considered a success in the business industry, it's not even worth mentioning in some type of debate as far as how successful it is. Again, you got to consider in the low attach rate how much it costs to make this unit, how much it costs to make the games, and how much they're not getting back from all that. That's just common sense. What's wrong with you people? Take them pills I'm giving you. All right? That's it from your boy MM2K. Hey, yo, thank you again. I appreciate it. I hope y'all appreciate the material. And if you do, you know where to catch more. You know where to find me. I'm on the corner of every boulevard. You know what I'm saying? Check out the links below. In addition, I got a show with your boy TRS. It's called Scram Punks. We do it weekly. It's been on hiatus, but it's coming back soon. Go to the PNTSnetwork.com for more information on that. Support the broadband bullies. All of our links are below, including the Patreon. We got the gear, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And last but not least, even if it's PlayStation VR, making you sick, throwing up all over your face in your house. Have a wonderful gaming day.